What's up, world? This is Nakata, the author of Heart on Break, this book, of course. And I wanted to talk to the fellas, as usual, again, about avoiding high stress women. Now, the reason why it's important for men to condition themselves to avoid high stress women is simple. We are, by nature, when we are in harmony with nature, problem solvers, which means that naturally, a man who knows how to step up to the table is going to naturally want to solve a woman's problems. And there's really nothing wrong with that. But if you find yourself to be a man who is the type of dude that naturally and normally steps up to the situation to resolve problems specifically for the woman you really, really like and enjoy, but it could be for all the women in your life. It could be your mother, your sister, your cousins, whatever the case may be. We have certain kind of men out here who are more inclined to step up to the plate and try to resolve issues on behalf of those who can't get it done. And some men who are like that need to be very, very careful about the women that they put themselves on the hook to be entangled or in relationships with. Sometimes it is the very thing that gets you strung out. The fact that this person needs this attention, the fact that this person wants something that they can't get within themselves, so you look for the opportunity to solve the problem for her or to make it happen for her where she perhaps cannot make it happen on her own. To you, this is a part of being a man, and it's actually a great thing. It is a part of being a man. You're solving a problem, you are being of need, but it has to come from an authentic place first and foremost, right? But secondly, the woman has to be in a position where she can understand what it is that you're giving and what it is that you're providing and make you feel appreciated for that. So there are many men who do it and are not getting anything in return. And I'm not saying that you're supposed to be doing to be receiving. You're not. However, when it comes to the language of love or the language of a relationship where one person's needs are being met and the other person's needs are not being met, then when it comes down to that, you need to be able to ensure that you know that the giving that you give as a man to help her solve her problems, to create resolutions for her, to just be there for her, it's a part of the role and it's a part of what you give. So that if you're not getting what you're supposed to be getting, what you need in particular in a relationship, it doesn't mean that you're going to stop giving, but it should mean at some point, if you're mature enough and if you understand your needs well enough, it should mean that you will stop and end and terminate the relationship to go find yourself in a better position with someone who's able to give what it is that you need. It's important not to get entangled with high stress women because high stress women are more inclined to be on the receiving end of things. They're more inclined to be looking for someone who is there just to fix their problems, to make things easier and to make things better for them. And they're so inclined to being in that position that they themselves, they use their high stress reality, all the things that are happening in their life, as an excuse as to why they may not be in a good enough position to give to you. And that's the exact reason why I'm warning men who have this characteristic and this attribute to want to solve problems for women to be careful in how you distribute that to just who. Because there's some what I call charity situations. There's some giving that, you just need to forget about getting anything in return. But when it comes to a woman, when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to a marriage, there are certain givens that you should have an established expectation of, which is not just your expectation alone, but she understands what it is that you're needed in the relationship. So when you find yourself giving and giving and giving to certain women who are high stress, who have traumatic experience, who have a lot going on in their lives as it is, they're just in receive mode. They're not even in a position to give back to you. And so men need to be able to differentiate when a woman is incapable of giving back to him or helping him build himself or to be or to play a supportive role in your life. There's nothing wrong with being, there's nothing wrong with being that guy who can solve problems, provide solutions for women, the mind that can help them move further. But when you're doing it with the intention of love or a relationship or some level of reciprocity where perhaps it may not be that she's doing anything major. Maybe she's there for you. Whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you require of the situation, of the relationship, you need to come and lead with that as well. You don't just give. You need to set the standard that, hey, you are looking for certain things in return. Because like I say, you'll have your charity cases. And the charity cases may be your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your uncle, whoever needs you to help them. And you know there's a one-way street. You're just giving. You're not expecting anything back in return. But in the relationships that of which you're expecting love and you're expecting partnership and you have a standard expectation of what you want to return, before you even engage in those relationships, you need to let these women understand that this is not just chivalry. This is not just me being nice to you. This is a benefit. This is a bonus to have somebody like me who's going to step up, solve problems, create for you, and give you exactly what you're looking for. Don't come around here and think that I'm not going to be getting what I want. If you don't take this position as a man, women will walk all over you. They'll take whatever the hell you have to give to them, especially those high-stress women, because they're always going to have an excuse. And that excuse is, I work too much, I work too hard, I do this, and da. Well, you know what happened to me when I was younger. All the different things that are, in actuality, excuses for you not to be with her. Not excuses for you to be waiting or hoping that this person is going to eventually speak your love language and give you what you want. They're not in no position to do so until they've gotten the healing that they need. So there are a lot of men who do not understand that and are constantly doling out, giving out energy in whatever format, whether that's finances, whether that's emotions, whether that's support, whether that's resources, whatever it may be. There are a lot of men who are giving that out to women and are having expectations of these women who are just incapable of giving you what you need, simply because they're high stress. They got a lot of things going on. They got a lot of cortisol being released into their bloodstreams. They're developing certain adaptabilities because of these high stress levels, and they're incapable of really giving you what you're looking for. Because in reality, the men who have it to give to women and have it to lose, they're not as stressed. But he may find himself highly stressed out about the fact that he's giving and he's not getting in return. If he sets these standards in the very beginning and be really strong about it, have no mistakes, make sure she understands this, then you cut off the relationship when you realize that you're not getting. You don't hope that she gives. You put her through a process to determine whether she can give it to you or not. If she can't, you leave her the hell alone. It's that simple. Stop being manipulated by what you bring to the table. Make sure that what you bring to the table is also bringing you what you deserve and what you require in a subsequent relationship. This is Nakata, the author of Heart on Break. If you haven't checked out my book, go check it out at thewisdomhut.com. Peace.